Welcome everyone to Reckoning. We're going to go through all the Gorgofex steps for the main Easter egg. Be sure to check out part 1. The first step is pushing this mop bucket over here so that you can get it underneath the water spout at the beginning. This is going to be a step for later. Once you make your way to the mutant research lab, you want to stare at these static screens for a word to flash. The only thing you need to remember is the first letter. Using those 2 letters, or sometimes 1, find them on this periodic table to get your code in the top left. Additionally, in this room, a geneticist zombie will drop a keycard which will open this box for this DNA vial. Take your code to this door up above. For 2-digit codes, put a 0 in front, and now we can begin gathering up 3 vermin to get sucked up into this machine here. Once you get 3 vermin, you will need to do the same with 3 zombies. At that point, you'll be able to grab the cyst. Take this cyst to the quantum computing lab and use it to absorb 3 plants. As a tip, you can actually use a blast trap to allow you to absorb and still put on shield and everything. Once all 3 plants have been absorbed, we can begin the Forgotten fight. This Uber Klaus can be used for activating Klaus. Check out part 1 for tips on those steps. Once you have successfully defeated the Forgotten, interacting with this orb here will grant you the Gorgofex Wonder Weapon. From here we want to head to sublevel 10, and at the beginning of a round, activate this switch to begin this Quantum Vermin event. 4 quantum vermin will spawn around the area, one of which will be on the ground, and you just want to go ahead and blast them with the Gorgofex Wonder Weapon. Once done so, you'll need to kill a bunch of zombies to fill up this soul box for this little electrical orb up here. Interact with this with the Gorgofex Wonder Weapon and make sure not to shoot it one time at all, taking it all the way to the teleportation lab. In here we want to shoot a charge shot at the portal right here to destroy all of these crystals. Making our way to the computing lab, we can shoot a charge shot at this plant up here to get ourselves a fungal head. This fungal head should be taken back to the mop bucket. There are a few mop buckets around, but if you follow this tutorial, use the one at the beginning here. You'll need to put it in here and begin another soul box event to charge up this fungal head. Once done, go ahead and take this to the teleportation lab and place it into the teleporter here. Additionally, in here, we want to look at this note for these 2 numbers right here. There will be 3 other notes over in Rick Toffin's room in various locations. Taking those numbers and months, we want to order them in the earliest to latest month, and the corresponding numbers will give you the code to this computer right here in the teleportation lab. This will grant you access to be able to grab these vacuum sealed containers. With these sealed containers, we need to throw them at 4 different floating purple objects around the map. Most rooms have a vacuum sealed container as well as at least 1 purple object, so just look around. Once you have obtained all 4, we can do the last step for the main Easter egg. This event requires you to activate these switches every few seconds while killing zombies and Klaus bots. At this point, we can enter the boss fight. However, it's a good idea to go ahead and upgrade your Gorgofex. There's 2 routes that we'll go over in part 3. See you there!